Hey, what's up guys, my name is Zellian, and today I'm going to be doing a deep dive Fire Mage guide, including consumables, stat prio, rotations, and other little cool tricks to min-max our DPS as much as possible. My last Fire Mage guide video covered the basics. This video is for those who wanted to get a little sweaty with Fire Mage. Before we get into the guide, be sure to hit that subscribe button, as I can see over 84% of you guys aren't subscribed. And of course, leave a lovely like on the video if you enjoyed the guide. Let's start off with consumables. The main consumable we want to have on us at all times is the Black Fathom Mana Oil. This will be key for us to hit our hit cap, which is 5%, by using this and the BFD world buff. Next up, we for sure want to grab plenty of elixir firepower to get our fire spell damage increased by 10 for 30 minutes. This one's pretty obvious, but we're going to want to bring along mana potions as well to help keep our DPS uptime as high as we possibly can. Now these next few are pretty sweaty, but if you're all about it, then you can go ahead and grab some of these scrolls. Keep in mind, in order to get these, you will have to farm these white scrolls to get a chance to snag any of these. You can either farm them out or get them off the auction house. Keep in mind, when using these scrolls, you can only use one. Let's quickly talk about our stat priority. It's very obvious, but our main focus is to get hit cap as fast as possible, which is 5%. After that, it goes intellect, spell power, crit, spirit, and then stamina. So let's talk about the best race to play as Horde. The absolute best race to play as Mage for Horde. For PvE, it will forever be trolled due to their insane racial berserking. If you're wanting to do PvP on the Horde side, I would suggest going Undead for the racial Will of the Forsaken. So now let's talk about Alliance races for Mage. The best PvE race for Mage on the Alliance side is 100% Gnome due to the racial passive of more intellect, and Escape Artist is pretty good too. For PvP, you could honestly go Gnome or Human. Both are pretty fine. On to the juicy part, which is our rotation. From the comments I've seen on my recent basic Fire Mage guide video, I hear you. Let's break it down. Only living bomb a target if it's going to stay alive longer than 12 seconds. It's always nice to spam living bombs on everything around you to crank on the meters, but just keep in mind, if they don't stay alive longer than 12 seconds, do not living bomb them. For living flame, basically just use it on cooldown as much as you can. Now for Scorch. We want to apply 5 stacks of Scorch to get that extra juicy fire damage buff from our improved Scorch talent. Keep in mind, some kill times may be super fast to where it's only worth getting 1 or 2 stacks on the boss. Baron and Lady Cereves being prime examples. Your single target rotation will be to pre-cast Pyroblast with 6.5 seconds left on the pull timer, followed up immediately by a living bomb. Toss out your living flame, spam Scorch till 5 stacks, unless it's a super short fight, then just go for 1 or 2 stacks. Then spam Fireball. One thing I will mention, since we only get 1 point into improved Scorch, I suggest trying to reapply your Scorch when there's only about 10 seconds left, because you may not be able to reapply it in time with all the missed procs. As for your AoE rotation, living bomb everything, and use living flame on the nearest target with the most health. Use arcane explosion as a filler if you need to move around as well. Enjoy being number 1 on the meters for AoE. During your rotation, don't forget to fill in some mana pots if needed to keep your DPS uptime as high as possible. We have to be pretty cautious with our evocation due to it being an 8-minute cooldown, and a lot of these bosses being extremely close together. This concludes my little Fire Mage deep dive guide. I hope this helps you understand how Fire Mage works in Phase 1 of Season of Discovery. If you want to see more deep dive videos like this with other classes, let me know in the comments. My name is Zellian, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!